Good morning students, welcome back to today's class. Today we are going to see Social Science, Economics, Chapter 2, Sectors of Indian Economy, video number 46. In this class we are going to discuss about the organized sector and unorganized sector. Unorganized sector. Same organized sector and unorganized sector. That means this is a division of sectors. That means the jobs or works are or can be divided into two sectors. That is as organized and unorganized. So, what is mean by this organized and unorganized? Easily you can understand that in organized sector, especially the government jobs, some jobs like in school, like some private school also, not some private school, all the private school are compulsory under the organized sector itself. But whether they follow or not, that is different. So here you can see that if the main example we can see that government employees, you can see that in case of government employees, they are having so many advantages or many rights are there. One thing is that their service is once is approved, or if once they got the jobs, then it is difficult to dismiss them or cancel their jobs. That is difficult. And in the job itself, they are having so many facilities. Facility means so many rights. That means they have, if there is any health issues, not only in government, in all the, just as example only I said that in all the organized sector, that is private or public, wherever is that under organized sector, you can see that those paid leaves are there. Even though they are on leave, they will get the salary for that day. This is not for all the day. If sick leave like that for the leaves, or maternity leave, if for in case of women, if they are pregnant for the delivery, and for that time also with the salary they can take leave. So like that some advantages are there, or their time, working hours, all things are fixed, and properly increment salary will be given timely, like that. Many advantages are there or rights are there. But unorganized sector means you can see that just laborers, they work under unorganized sector. They may be called for a day and paying the daily wages. In that also you can see some are reducing their money, or sometimes they need to work more hours, and in case of laborers, and some other people are working regularly under some small business or small enterprises, even though there are so many rules and regulations, but many of that owners of that the business are not following these rules and regulations, and these employees are paying less money and need to work for more hours. If they are absent, leave for any day, their salary will be deducted. Comparatively, they are doing more work, less paying and no any right. There is no appointment letter and there is no any letter issuing. If in an organized sector, when a person is appointing, appointment letter will be given. That means your joining or appointment is fixed. And here removal of job is very difficult, but in unorganized sector removal of job is very easy. This is we considered as an organized and unorganized sector. Now we can see that who are the members or people mainly in that unorganized sector, and how can that protect that workers in the unorganized sector. Here you can see that the unorganized people, we have seen that they are denying so many of the rights as a employees. And you know that people like to, those especially the educated people, or when education getting, people will try to, or whatever is that people will try to work under that organized sector. But you can see that this organized sector jobs are very limited. It cannot be extended as many hours. It is expansion is taken very slowly. That means more job opportunities are not available. And you don't misunderstand that these unorganized sectors are not controlled by the government, or the government can control or not. Actually, there are so many rules and regulations. Even in the organized sector itself, so many unorganized sectors are working. That means even though rules and regulations are there, people are not following that. They are just avoiding for the, in that way they can escape from paying more tax and like that right of the employees. If a person is emergency, they will ask, you just join. There is not any appointment letter. Simply they join. Thereafter also they are not getting any right. So like that, so many, especially that is some industries are unorganized because their size is very less. They are not producing much. You can see that in a small hotel or tea shop, maybe 2 or 3 persons are working. Their income, daily income is also very less. Then you know that normally they cannot provide all those things. Their payment may be just for a day they pay that their food money. Maybe they are providing that food money. That's all, because their income is there. That shop itself is very small and their turnover is also very less. In that situation, they cannot afford to pay much for their workers, even though they are taking workers. These workers may be working for their just to fill their 2 or 3 times food. You got it, no? So in that way also unorganized sectors are rising, but many industries or sectors which operate in organized sector, they also not following that the rules and regulations. Actually, there are certain rules and regulations are there, but those rules and regulations are not following. And you can see that who are vulnerable, or who are the people suffering, or are like these people. You can see that people are searching for organized jobs. When they are not getting, they are forced to join in the unorganized sector, even though the income is very less. Especially in 1990s, 1990s means not 1 year. This is 91 to almost up to 1999. This period is known as the 1990s or 90s. Clear now? And during these years, that means between 1992 and 1999, so many people in the organized sector itself lost their jobs. They all forced to, or many of them forced to join in the unorganized sector. Thank you, children. We can continue the class in next video. Okay. Thank you for watching this video.